Hey there, Monarch Tennis fans. It's time to talk ODU men's tennis with head coach Dominik Mueller. Coach, good to see you again.
Thanks for having me, Ted. Good to see you.
All right, what a week it was for you guys. A shutout of Norfolk State and then a nice win over William and Mary 5-2. Tell us about the play from the squad this past week.
Yeah, we were very pleased. I mean, first of all, it was just great to be home. Our guys, you could just see the difference in them finally being home already a month into the season. And, getting your first W's, it was very special, especially on Sunday. I mean, we had a limited amount of, we had a little guest list, a little limited amount of fans, but honestly, it felt like the facility was packed. I mean, our guys and the handful of people that we had, they created an atmosphere. It was a lot of fun on Sunday.
And when people get a little bit, for lack of a better term, rowdy at those games, the guys get fired up, don't they?
They really got fired up. I mean, it was really a fun home atmosphere. And that's honestly fun playing at an indoor facility. Now, you don't need that many people to make it feel really loud. And it was amazing.
The court is the court. The surface is the surface. Why is playing at home such an advantage or such a different feeling for the guys?
That's a great question, right? I think it starts the night before you sleep in your own bed. It starts there. You really, even though you have your routines and you keep your routines on the road, at home you still have different routines, right? You wake up, you eat your breakfast, you eat breakfast out of your own bowl. Just all these little things. I don't think you can put a price tag on them or a certain percentage, but even if it's just half a percentage point in close matches, they might make the difference.
When it comes to such an individual sport, people ask me this all the time. All right, it's an individual sport. How can the team be team-like for tennis in college?
Well, and I think a lot of college tennis players don't even know that until they come, right? And I mean, until they come here their freshman year, they may have never played in a team environment. And usually in tennis, you play on your own court and you just focus on you and your opponent, and what happens right and left from you doesn't really bother you. Now, a teammate on your right, a teammate on your left might fire you up. It's almost hard to get negative, because if you get negative, you get from both sides. Someone is positive and is trying to cheer you up. It's really like it creates a synergy that's really hard to explain, especially if you are a tennis player. You almost have to live it, or you almost have to come and watch. A lot of people come and tell us after a home match, I can't believe how much fun this was. So we encourage, obviously this is a little harder, but in normal years, we encourage everybody to come, because everybody that comes to our matches tells us afterwards, I can't believe how much fun this was.
The fascinating thing about college tennis for me, Coach Dominik Mueller, is the fact that people might not understand the vibe there is from court to court to court because of the team concept. Talk about that a little bit.
Right. I mean, in what other sport can you actually lose but win as a team? And vice versa. Right? I mean, let's take basketball, for example. You win or lose as a team. There's no individual W. So in our sport, you can win your match. You can win your doubles and your singles match and you still lose. Or vice versa. Yeah? You can lose both matches and win. And I think that's so cool. Let's take the example. You lose your doubles and your singles, but you win as a team. You go in the locker room when you are happy. Yeah, because the team wins. And I mean, that's part of our culture. That's part of the program you need to build, that guys buy into that and they react that way. But that's what makes college tennis even more special, that no matter what your outcome is, the team goal goes over everything. And everybody went home a winner on Sunday and Saturday, even though they didn't win the individual matches.
Coming up Friday, folks, Stevens, it's Liberty. You guys went down to Lynchburg and fell to the Flames 4-3. What is it like playing the same opponent so closely together in terms of, do you look at film to scout? Do you just have a chat with each guy about each of their matches? How do you prepare for the same opponent so quickly after the first meeting?
It's very special, obviously, since we don't really have that, right? I mean, in every other year, we never really play a team twice, except maybe some teams in our conference, and we don't even have a full conference schedule. So in a lot of years, we don't have it guaranteed that we see any team twice. And this year, because of the environment, we're doing that. I think with 4 different teams, we're playing them twice, and especially so short back to back, it's special. So I think, we went down there, we lost a close match 4-3, and Liberty has established himself to be a top 50 program the last couple of years. So we know it's coming. But I think it's more of, we saw them 3 weeks ago. Me and my assistant coaches, we talk about the game plans. And then, you don't get the matchups till like an hour before the match. Yeah, so it's not like we go to bed and our guys can really prepare for an opponent. So we don't really know 100%, is one guy playing the exact same opponent? Is he playing a different opponent? So yes, we coaches, we prepare for the opponents. And then when the lineup comes out, we talk to our guys, about the tendencies and what we learned from their opponents 3 weeks ago, and also about us, right? What we can do better against certain opponents. So it's a little new, and it's exciting that we have that experience, because as I said, in every other year, we barely play a team twice in the same year.
This is fascinating to me, because you've got 1 through 6 in singles. And oftentimes the number 1 is separated just because they're really good players. But oftentimes either 1 through 6 or 3 through 6 are very closely monitored ladder positions, if you will. How do you keep the integrity of the matches and the integrity of the game forefront when you think it might give you a competitive advantage if you put like your number 1 guy, number 4, so you get that point?
Well, first of all, we have 9 guys present in the spring. We have 9 really good tennis players. There's by no means can you say that our number 1 guy is beating our number 6 guy 10 out of 10 times. Yeah, you see that in practice every day. They're challenging our guys. If whoever plays number 1 and plays number 6 playing a set, this is a toss-up. That's one of the reasons I think we have established a great culture in this program. And the other thing that we constantly talk about, a point is a point, right? You don't get a bonus point for winning at 1. Yeah, so a point at 6 is the same value for the team than a point at 1. Yeah, and our guys buy into that. They really, they want to win for the team. Of course, there's individual awards and there's individual rankings in our sport, which is great. But overall, and we emphasize that the team goal goes over the individual. Again, and by those examples, a point is a point. Doesn't matter where you win them for the team.
Monarchs will host Liberty on Friday and then host Richmond on Sunday at the Folk Stevens Tennis Center. And Coach, I can't let you go without talking about the salad you've got on the face. Tell us about that beast that's growing on your jowls.
I love to tell you, number 1, and that's the most important thing, my wife likes it. That's why it's still on there.
End of the story.
That's number 1. But not truthfully, it sort of started last year. I came back from Christmas and started growing a little longer beard. And then, around February, some of the guys were a little joking, and it came to, okay, let me grow it to a conference tournament. And if we win it, you guys can shave it off. I told them, if we win conference tournament, you can shave off my beard, you can shave off my hair, the couple hair that I still have on my head. And let's make this sort of a fun thing. And then the season got canceled, COVID. We were in a little lockdown over the summer, so I let it grow. And now it's a little bit of unfinished business. Now it's a little bit okay. Now it's longer, but the same story applies. Yeah, I think I give the ideas. We go down to Charlotte, bring a buzzer with me, and if we can hold up the trophy, the guys can go to business with it. I don't know if they're going to give me a mustache or totally shave it off. I leave it up to them.
How difficult is it to eat foods with that thing?
Not that bad.
Oh, come on. Eat an ice cream cone with that. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's my kids actually like it. They really like playing with it down here. And I have an 8-month-old daughter or a third child, and I'm honestly worried if I would shave it off that she wouldn't recognize me and cry.
I shaved off my
line. There's a lot on the line right now.
Well, I shaved off you bring up the kids. I shaved off my everything one time, and my kid said, "You know what? You look Canadian."
Yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Monarchs home Friday and Sunday for Liberty, and Richmond at the Folk Stevens Tennis Center. Appreciate the time, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you, Ted.
Dominik Mueller, talking tennis, ODU men's tennis here on Monarch Media.